Welcome, angels and all. And I'd like to talk about procrastination today because I am an expert. I have been procrastinating probably most of my life. I'm one of the best, and I'm in the Guinness Book of Records for procrastination. And today I was going to procrastinate, but I put it off. So in effect, I started this series of 365 podcasts to kind of push me into being more of a finisher, less of a procrastinator. Because once you start something, it's kind of easy to finish when no one's looking. But when there's people looking, and I know there's people watching this, it feels like one should carry on. So it was a good exercise in getting through my procrastination. So if you find yourself starting things, and it's always exciting starting something new, isn't it? A new health regime, a new diet, a new job, a new moving house to somewhere else, or new relationship, new business, new. Anything new is always exciting. And us procrastinators are brilliant at that. We're good at the starting stuff, and some people are good at the finishing. So if you start lots of stuff, lots of things, and don't finish them, it may not be that you're lazy. You may have labeled yourself as lazy, or others might have labeled you as a lazy bugger. You start this and you don't give up and you give up. It may not be about laziness. So I'd like to take let's say two things that are fairly equal. Let's pretend that you're a cat. You were born as a cat, in a family as a cat, and that's what you're seen as and as a cat. But you want to become a dog. So in effect, they're equal, cats and dogs. Some people like cats, some people like dogs. They're just different. And so we just use the cat and dog as an example. So you started as a cat, and then somewhere along the way, you decided you want to break out and become a dog, a different being, a different person, a different mindset. So maybe everyone in your family's been employees all through, and you have decided you want to become a business owner, but it's not who you've been. You've been kind of in employee mode, but you want to become a business owner. Or maybe you're a truck driver and you want to be an opera singer. Or maybe you're an opera singer and you want to become a truck driver. Or maybe you want to lose weight. You want to become from here to here. So let's pretend we'll just use cat and dog. So if we are in cat, it's being reinforced all the time by our family, by all of those people who have known us up till now. We're always meow, meow, and they see us as a cat. And if we want to break out and become a dog, it can be incredibly difficult because those people don't want us to change. They want us to stay as we are, and they still see us as we were, as a cat. They can't see us as a dog. And I know for me, when I was an accountant, and then I told my parents that I was going to be a writer, and my mother told me, stop it, writers don't make any money, that I'll be a failure, and I should stick to accounting, and because that's reliable, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And so there was a lot of family resistance to me becoming a writer, right till the end. My parents are not around anymore. But there was not even acceptance that I'd become a writer. They still saw me as an accountant. And so that family pressure was really difficult. So every time I went back, they were asking, when are you going back to being an accountant? Because they saw me as an accountant, that I was just having a little holiday from being an accountant and I would come back to being one, that I had not become a writer. So it's very difficult to suck ourselves away into this new being, particularly when the people from our past are there seeing us as we were and not wanting to accept us moving into being the new one, the new being. So what we will find, if we haven't totally absorbed the beingness of of being a dog, if we're still partly cat and we're still partly dog, we flip backwards and forwards, it'll be very difficult to start projects. So if we start a dog project, a project so if we want to move from being employee to business owner, we might start many businesses. But if we don't truly see ourselves as a business owner, a successful business owner, We will probably start many businesses and they will fail because they don't fit with our true essence of who we feel we are, because we're still in cat/dog. We're part way there, but not quite. Or if we're trying to lose weight and we can't truly see ourselves as this slimmer, lighter person, we will keep doing the diet round and round. Or if we want to, I don't know, if we're a truck driver, we want to become an opera singer, or vice versa, or an opera singer want to become a truck driver, we can't see ourselves truly in the new mode, then any projects for the new mode will probably fail. We'll give up on them. It's not about laziness, it's about identity. How do we identify ourselves? So when we wake up in the morning, do we wake up thinking I'm a truck driver, or do we wake up thinking I'm an opera singer? Even if we haven't started doing any opera singing, we might be getting lessons or something. If we can imagine ourselves as the opera singer, as a dog, not a cat, but so often we will find ourselves waking up thinking, oh, we're still a cat. And then we have to go, oh, no, I'm a dog now, I'm a dog. So we haven't actually absorbed the new beingness. And the conversations that we have, are they all about the past and the wonderful times we had as a cat or whatever? Or are the conversations about the things we aspire to do as a dog? And so we can look at how we think of ourselves, and we look at what are the conversations we have, and what are the people we associate with. Do we still associate with cat people? Do we still associate with employees? Or do we now associate with business owners, or with truck drivers and opera singers? Whatever it is we want to go from to. Do we associate with the new group? And do we have conversations about the new activity? And do we think ourselves as this new being? So A Course in Miracles talks about forgiveness and how it's easy, but it's difficult. And this is the same. It's easy to remember, oh, that's right, I'm now a business owner. I need to think about business owners, and I need to join a business owner group, maybe a breakfast group or something like that. We can do that in a moment. But can we do that every moment? So it's easy to think of it and change our mind. Oh, I'm a business owner, or I'm an opera singer, or for me, I went from accountant to writer. Am I a writer now? Or am I still partly accountant? We can change so we can do this in each moment. Every now and then we'll remember, we pull ourselves up. Oh no, I'm a business owner and I've got this business that I've started and I'm going to keep going. That's easy, but doing it in every moment is the difficult part. And staying in business owner mode, or opera singer mode, or for me, writer mode, or whatever it is, staying in dog mode and not slipping back into cat. And how do we react so we can be in dog mode for while we're kind of wherever we are with our dog colleagues, with our business owners or our opera singers. But when we go back to our family, do we still behave in the way we used to? Or do we now stand up for our new beingness? Do we stand up for being a writer or opera singer? Or do we stand up for being a dog? Or do we go, oh, yeah, we agree with them, though, yeah, probably shouldn't have done this, da, 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 da. How do we react? Because it's so often we have these patterns of reaction with family and old friends. Do we sway back into the old pattern? Or do we now walk in the room and go, in our mind, go, I'm a new person. And I'm not following the old pattern. I'm breaking the family pattern, if you like, or the old pattern. And I'm standing up for dog. I'm standing up for me being a dog. And it might go against all of our family traditions and all of our family whatever. And so it's about watching ourselves as we wake up in the morning. Who am I? And who am I associating with? And what conversations am I having? Are they about the glorious past or the glorious future? And how we react to those from our past. It's not easy. It's not easy. It takes a lot of diligence. It takes a lot of presence, being focused on the beingness. And once we become more, let's say, dog, woof, 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 and less cat, so the cat sort of drifts away and the dog becomes more us, we will find that projects we start in about dogness, dogginess, the project, as we become more dog, in our being, I am dog now. The projects we start to do with dog, beingness, will not die. But it doesn't start with a project. It starts with our inner dialogue, and then our outer dialogue with others. And then the action. So we can keep going with the actions, which is what I'm doing here. I'm doing this podcast for 365 days to remind myself of who I am, my newness, my new being. And it's both as a teacher, I'm obviously a writer, and I'm now currently setting out courses to help people align with their soul purpose, and also writing courses to help people find their essence, to express who they truly are. So these courses I'm setting up now. And so I'm using this as a platform to reinforce, so we can keep doing the actions and set ourselves daily tasks, small ones. This is only 10 minutes maybe. And so the actions help. But really it starts with the mind. Who am I today? Who am I today? Who am I today? Who am I in this moment? Who am I at breakfast? Who am I at lunch? Who am I at dinner? So on. And then how do my conversations go? Past or future? And how do my associations go? Past or future? So I leave you with that. I leave you with the possibility of being a dog today. And I wish you peace. I can't turn it off. There's a button in the way of the button. Please go away, mister. Thank you. I will now turn it off. And adieu